Darling, you send me. I know you send me. Darling,
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the videos. If you guys are new, my name is Mike. In this video, I'm gonna try and tell you 10 things that I absolutely hate about my Evo 10. So if you guys are new, this is my car. It's a 2008 Evo 10. I've had it for about 3-4 years. I've done quite a few mods to it, mainly aesthetic. It's still kind of stock power. Where I live, there isn't a lot of places I can get a tune, so that's why I'm kind of holding off on power mods anyways. So I'm thinking maybe for the future I'm just gonna buy a bunch of power mods, throw them all on, and then get a tune in the States or something. Anyways, enough of that. This is my Evo 10. So most of the things I'm going to say in this video is going to consider my Evo the way it is right now, my own car, and also Evo 10s in general. Let's start off with something I absolutely hate about this car. Numero uno. This car is from 2008 and it is an Evo 10. 10 meaning it is the 10th generation of the Lancer Evolution, a car that has won rally championships, has created a legendary rivalry with its competitor and brother, in my opinion, the Subaru Impreza STI, which is a phenomenal car, by the way, just as an Evo 10. But why did they put a 5-speed transmission in this car? Now, to be fair, it's a pretty solid feeling transmission for, you know, it being this stock. When you're driving on the highway, mind you, we're in Canada, so we're all in kilometers, but if for say you're going like 80 miles or like 120 kilometers, your RPMs is probably just at 3,000, if not more. That's ridiculous. Even if it's not like a top speed gear, or add a 6th gear just to lower that RPM, it's a 6th gear. The MR has a 6-speed, but it's an automatic. Some guys, if you're like me, I love my manuals, I love driving stick. Even if the car is slower from the factory, I would always pick the manual transmission because I just feel more engaged, more comfortable. It's more of an adventure to go from point A to point B. Like, I took this car to Minneapolis and it was like an 8-hour drive. It really needed a 6th gear. And there's no use of asking Mitsubishi to come out for the 6-speed for next year because this is the last Evo. This is it. This is done. We're out. So we can only dream of having a 6-speed manual unless we rebuild the transmissions. For number 2 on the list is a wing. Ever since the Evo 1, all Evos came with a standard wing. I don't think you could have bought Evos wingless. But with the Evo 10, you could buy the Evo wingless, and I think the Evo 10 without a wing just looks super weird because it's a rally car. Rally cars have wings. Maybe not huge GT wings like the one I have on, but if you were to just imagine Ariana, that would look so weird. I don't know if this is helping your imagination and all, but it looks weird. And then bam, wing. So much better. Even if it's a stock wing, so much better. Evos need wings, even if it's from the factory. Evos need wings. Now number 3, it's gonna be the taillights. Now, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of changing taillights on cars. I feel like if the car is from the 90s, I would keep the lights 90s-esque. I wouldn't put HIDs, I wouldn't put like those color changing lights. I would keep it suited to that generation, suited to that era of the car. I do the exact same with Ariana. Like, I'm super happy with how the taillights look. So the taillights, these are actually facelifted ones. The housing, if you guys don't understand what housing is on taillights, is basically the background here. It's black. Taillights are from a 2014 Rally Art, which fit exactly on the Evo since they are pretty much the same body style. Now, the original taillights of Ariana had the red housing. I'll put up a picture for you guys right now, and on a red car, it looked disgusting. I hated it. They looked cheap. They looked like Mitsubishi cut corners. I don't know what they were thinking. Red housings. It just looks so bad with the red housing, and I knew like that was one thing I had to change. So we're still chilling on the rear end of Ariana. We're still chilling on the rear end of the Evo. It's one of those things that you know you don't like, but you don't know how to improve it kind of thing. I don't really like the rear reflectors on the rear bumper. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe if it was black, it would have, I feel like it would have fit in more, but I'm not a huge fan of like the rear reflector. I feel like if the car was just plain without it, it would work. There's a tons of cars that just have a plain rear bumper and they look fine. I don't know what Mitsubishi did to them, but they just look off. It's almost like your friend that has super bushy eyebrows. If he shaves them off, you look at him and you're like, something's missing. If you put them on, it just looks weird. Sorry if you have bushy eyebrows, but that's my explanation of, I don't know. I think it looks weird. I think the car would have looked better without it, but clearly I can't take it out because the diffuser is cut out. But that's what's that, number 4, number 5? All right, so number 5, still on the rear end. We'll get around to the car, don't worry. But I think the rest of the car, Mitsubishi did phenomenal. They did well. But the rear end is, he needs to do some squats or something because it's not cutting for me. The rear diffuser. Now, overall, they came really close. I like the rear diffuser. The rear diffuser has these fins and I think it looks super cute. I think it looks super dope. Comment down below and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Canadian and the UK models of the first couple years of the Evo 10 came with this huge rear, it looks like a mouth guard. Like, you know when you're like a kid playing football and you have to wear this like mouth guard so that no one knocks your teeth in? It looks like that. What were they thinking? It could have been like a safety that where they had to put something, but if I get into a car accident, this is there. I don't know how it would be any safer because in the later years they took it out anyway. I don't know what Mitsubishi was thinking. I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't great. Alright, so moving to the front end of the car. I don't know what number we're on. I think this is 6 or 7. Another thing I hate about this car is the fact that right there, yeah, we're zooming in real slow. That's not mesh. It looks like mesh, but it's not mesh. Then we go to the other side. That looks cool. That's an oil cooler right there. That's from Mishimoto. That's cool. Now, I've been thinking for the longest time about this. Why Mitsubishi would make one side mesh and the other one not. And there is like a thing that you can buy this mesh and it actually fits in there, which is a mod I really want to do for the future. But I'm just wondering, like, wouldn't it have been cheaper for them to make it out of mesh? Like, I removed the mesh on the intercooler, but there was mesh there. There's mesh there. There's mesh on that side. If anyone knows why they did this, let me know down below, please, because I'm lost for words right now. I don't understand why they did that. God damn it. Alright, so again, I don't know what number we're on, but another thing I hate about my Evo, or Evos in general at this point, when I first bought Ariana, all this here, I didn't have this when I bought it, so all the whole side skirt, and I think some of this here, or no, it was mainly here, was just full of stone chips, because the previous owner, like to get to his house, there's like a gravel road and stuff, but oh my god, it looked like someone shot it with like a fully automatic pellet gun or something, like airsoft gun, but it was just bad. It was brutal. So I think the engineers should have thought that through more. Might be part of the aerodynamics of the car. I know they changed the side skirt on the later models of the car. It kind of sticks out more, kind of helps with the stone chips, but this one's just all plain. I'm sure the Lancers are like this too, so it's not just the Evos, but all that here was full of stone chips. Oh, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was just brutal. Now, if you're like me and love keeping your car clean, windows is a big thing for me. Now, I hate and I suck at cleaning windows because I clean it and when I'm driving, I notice a streak and it just bothers me the whole ride through. Some windows are easier to clean than others. The windshield easy, these two sides easy. It's this one that pisses me off. Because I don't know if you can see, there, you can kind of see where all the dust kind of accumulates all in here. from having the window open or for whatever. And it is such a bitch to get in there. You can't fit a rag in there. You can't, like, I literally have to go in with a Q-tip just to clean that. And also if you're getting tint, this would be such a bitch to tint because it's like a, it's a crevice. Like it's, god damn. Okay, so I'm not too sure if this is the last one. I think we're on 8, 9, or 10. I'm just gonna throw one out there. I really don't like the antenna. This is actually, I don't want to say aftermarket, but it's off a different car. The antenna before used to come up to here. And I always used to hit this wing. I don't know if you can see. There are scratches on my wing from hitting the antenna. Now I got this antenna because when I open the trunk, I don't have to fold it in anymore and it doesn't touch. There's like a foot of space. So this one's actually okay. I just wish, like, I feel like the Evo should have came with like a shark fin. Like that one looks good. And I can't find a shark fin for this car, like an aftermarket. I can find a bunch of universal ones, but I can't find one for a Lancer, for an Evo. I just can't find it. That kind of bothered me, but it's not a huge deal at the same time. I honestly thought making this video would be so difficult, but it's not. Like, once you get the ball rolling, like I could... Another thing I hate about my car is the tow hook. Now this is a legit Cusco tow hook. It was originally red, but my dad ended up painting it for his car. He ended up not liking the way it looked, and he put it on Ariana. I was supposed to put it like a Takata strap down, like one of those tow straps. To get the tow hook where it is right now, we had to drill through the crash beam and then put a giant nut just for the tow hook, and that was a bitch because the Evo 10, like, I don't know if they fixed it in the newer models or the JDM models, but my Evo in particular, there's clearly a cutout for a tow hook. Like, I didn't do this. There's an actual lid that you pop on and you take off when you get towed, but when you open it and you look at the crash beam, there's nothing there. We had to drill a hole just to put this on, so I wouldn't trust this. This is just mainly for aesthetics. Like, that was like, why? I don't understand. Like, in all honesty, this car, I really love it, but those are the 10 things I hate about my Evo 10. If this video gets 50 likes, I'm gonna make the part 2, which is 10 things I love about my Evo 10. And if you guys want to support the channel, the link is down below to all my merch. I have decals, I have like an Ariana inspired jet tag, which I think looks really cool. If I have my keys on me, I do. This is basically the jet tag that's for sale, anti-perfect. If you guys remember the stripes, that's from Ariana's first. I have a bunch of these left, so if you guys want to cop one, definitely go ahead and grab one. They look awesome on your keys. These are my keys right now. Make it happen. Bam! Takata. And this is a local car club. If you guys want to support the channel, link is down below. If you guys also want to keep updated on the channel, Ariana, or whatever I'm doing, follow my Instagram at AntiPerfectSociety. Always put stuff on my story, post pictures there of either my car, my dad's car, my friend's car, my Instagram. Go check it out. But I'm gonna have to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're almost at 4,500 subscribers. That's crazy. So thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and join the Annie Perfect Society. Peace out and make it happen.